Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, people. How you all doing? Yes, good morning. Hello, Wednesday, hump week. Yes, it is hump week. It is November 1, 2023, and the time is 8:11 in the morning. Good morning. Yeah, I was up for a while. My alarm went off at 4, rolled over, went back to sleep, and then I woke up again. It was 5:30. I was just relaxing in bed. Yeah, it is 41 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is raining. It's a light rain and heavy, heavy, heavy overcast. Like, yeah, it's like a dull, powdery gray, whitish gray uh, sky. Yeah, yeah, days like this, you just want to stay at home. Yeah, I didn't go out yet. Yeah, I don't like in general going out in the rain with my little babies here, my little fur babies. Even though I have this stroller, I've done it before. I mean, I've done it before. Um, but I wasn't in any rush. So just taking it easy, and I might go out later on today. I think I'm not in a big rush to race out there because I went out twice yesterday. Yes, I mean, yeah. Today's topic is just going to be general talk. Um, yeah, I went out for my morning walk with the gang. Yeah, I got up early. Yeah, I don't leave. I leave now according to the sunrise. Yeah, sunrise today was about 7:25 a.m. And so yes, because it's the winter season, and yeah, I leave now according to what time it is. I have in the past left early, like an hour or 45 minutes before sunrise, and that could be a little spooky. Yeah, that was like a couple of maybe 2 years ago. I tried that, and I said, "Don't do this again. Do not." I arrived to my destination, and it was darker than usual out there. Um, yeah, sometimes you can get about a certain hour, but if if it's a cloudy early morning, what sun there is, it looks darker than usual. So this particular day that I went. It was the summer season or late spring. No, wait. Um, yeah, between spring and summer months, and yeah, I wanted to get out and about. I just love it. I love the early morning hours. So I'm very mindful in my life, like in my lifestyle. I just like to go within, and I love things that are very subdued. The calm of the day. I do better. I enjoy it. It's really loving to me. So I had gone out, wanted to beat the rush. Oh, what time was it? I must have left, let's see. I must have left a little bit after 5 in the morning. Yes, you heard me right. Like 5 in the morning. And I should take my mic up. Yeah, I must have left around 5 in the morning, a little after 5. Because by the time I arrived at my destination, it was like a quarter to. And I was like, oh, it was really dark out there. Yeah, see, I mean, we have the street lights, and usually when you when you get past a certain location, everything's cool, everything's fine, and the streets are well lit. But by the time I got to my destination, man, I said, oh, what did I do? And when I entered, it was like pitch black. They didn't really even have it. I don't think any of the street lights in the location I was going was on even. Yes, good morning. Good morning, viewer. How are you doing? Yeah, this is just going to be general talk of the day. You know how I get very mindful. Yeah, it's raining here in your city. It is very heavily overcast, and I just like to chill out when I with days like this. Yeah, my little girl Lily, she's under the covers with me in the living room. I'm on the easy chair. Lilac and lavender are in their crates. It has a nice pillow in there. So they're just chilling out. They're doing good. Yeah, I love days like this. Um, so yeah, 2 years ago I had left my place and got to my destination. And I had my babies with me. Yeah, I think I had yeah, I had the stroller with them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And boy, was I scared. They said, so these three dudes come, they were leaving the park, they were in some uh, real secluded area. Yeah, I was entering the main road to the location I was going to, and then you see these shadows, these three dudes. I was scared, oh God. But they were no harmless. They were just three young dudes. I think they might have been of the alphabet soup, you know. And yeah, I would, man, alphabet soup or not, I wouldn't want to be in that area, it's away from the street and everything, no lights. And then I just went up the road and I was scared. And I said to myself, oh God, I just have a few, yeah, it was like it was a quarter to 6 in the morning. I said, oh my God, I just got a few more minutes. I have like maybe um, 15 minutes, and the sun is gonna, it's gonna, have that glow in the sky. You're gonna be, that it's gonna be more and more light on the matter. I remember how I felt, and I remember when 6 o'clock hit, it had a slight glow in the sky. So okay, I think good. Yeah, I felt more relieved. So by I think 15 after 6, yeah, you could, the dawn had begun, and yeah, and then I went to my location, and it had a nice feel to it. I love those early morning dawn hours. I really do. It's very peaceful. Yeah, they didn't have anybody there. It wasn't very wise, but I did it. Yeah, basically it could be relatively safe, but I do have to be more careful. Yes, I hope you can hear me, Vera. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's just going to be just general talk of the day, things that I experienced, uh, Halloween. I talk about a little bit of everything. So yeah, so the sun came up, and I was at good hands. Boy, when that happened, I said, I'm not going to do that again. Yes, welcome, 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 viewers. I hope you're doing well this post Halloween. Yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about Halloween. Um, yeah, so that was like 2 years ago. I did something like that. But I remember the fear that I had. Um, Yeah, I'm on a, what do you call it, spiritual path and uh, introduced what they call elementals. I've never, I don't think I've ever seen an elemental. Well, I did see an orb. I shared with you guys about, this would be my uh, third birthday ago, approaching my third birthday. My birthday is in December. And I saw an orb, a beautiful uh, light ray orb. You see the little rays of light emanating, out of this, the core of it. It was about the size of a marble, and it was pure white. And it was on my cheek. I was watching a paranormal movie. Um, I was watching two movies, The Sixth Sense and the movie um, Passengers. But it could have been Passengers, the movie, that when the orb appeared to me. And it was on, like I was watching the movie and I see some light reflecting off my cheek, my left cheek. I was like, what is this? So me being very analytical, I just lowered my eyes down to the left and I see the orb. And my eyes were following it. It moved along my face from the cheek going towards the tip of my nose. When it got right in front of the tip, about an inch away from the tip of my nose, it disappeared. And it just had like a friendliness about it. I know it sounds weird. How could a light seem friendly? But it just seemed like a pure soul, a pure energy. And I felt that it was trying to let me know that I was not alone. I was not alone. It was just trying to cheer me up in its own way. And then it vanished. And that's when I started getting I bought a security camera. They could record in infrared light. And infrared light, people, allows you to see in the invisible light spectrum. Just saying, people. So if you guys want to do your research, whether there are invisible things that live amongst you, go right ahead. It's very easy to do. Just get any camera or secure those little security cameras, that you could set up in your home. There's some that it just require, if you have a modem and you can install them anywhere, and they're magnetic, so they can stick to the wall that has a magnet on it. No wire is necessary, and you plug it in the wall. That simple. So I bought one in the bedroom and one in the living room, and I saw the world of orbs. Um, yeah, they're different shapes and sizes. Most of them are round, and then some that could be up round. Others could look like curly cubes. Some are called the spikies, very spiky and erratic. They're all different types. Oh my goodness! And they can flicker like a light. Like with UFOs, people who share videos on UFOs and they're in the sky and they look like they're blinking. Well, that's what some of these orbs on camera look like. The things that you see out there in the sky. YouTubers will share those videos. Yeah, and they be blinking. I'm wondering whether those so-called UFOs are they really orbs. Just saying, just saying. So yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, there is the invisible realm out there, and they live amongst us, just like you got mosquitoes, you have birds, you have all these things, and they live amongst you, and they're harmless, uh, as far as I know. I'm just saying that they're there. Whether you see them or not, they're there. So yeah. So anyway, um, I bought the we can't run to see these things early morning. And when I would get up early to go on my walks in the park at the beginning of dawn, they would come out. They reminded me like a school of fish, just one like hive mind, and it just as a swarm of them, just they come. They usually seem to come from the room next to me, just racing through, or sometimes they come in uh, through the window, and just like a sea of fish, just zooming in the room, just wherever where they're going, like they're on a journey. They're on a journey, and you could pick these things up. You could see them, and yeah, I'm not. What I'm saying is true, people, and you could do the same. You have you could buy these security cameras. Mine cost me $20 each. I bought two. You be your own researcher and investigate those worlds out there of the invisible. So yeah, what I was saying with um, the train of thought that I thought by when you go outside and I was told that these elementals, these other realms, that they appear at dawn or dusk when the different shifting of the sun, so whether the sun coming up or the sun going down. And so I thought, wow, isn't that something? What I think to see what you call an elemental out there. The angel spirits, some people call them. No, I don't want anything spooky. Oh no, oh no, I don't want anything spooky or freaky. But the beautiful light orbs were like so angelic. It was so beautiful. So no, I never saw anything out there, during these early hours. But I enjoy it now. But now with the intensity of New York City, to get there, I'm thinking that they may not be attracted to certain locations now because it's very um, erratic now. Um, so yeah, the park. Yeah, I went to the park yesterday. It was very yeah, that's early. Um, yeah, a lot of people they're going to work or they have their little children who wait for a bus to travel, the school buses. Um, so that's what the climate was like. When I arrived to the park, it was very soothing, very very soothing. Was it raining? No, no, it wasn't raining at that time. Yeah, then the sun came out. Yes, the sun came out and it was beautiful out there. It did. It was nice. So I did my walk with my fur babies, and I got home, fixed their late breakfast, my breakfast, and I said, you know something? I'm gonna go back out again. Yeah, you see, yesterday was Halloween. Yes, yesterday was Halloween, 2023, October 31. Yeah, and I felt very reminiscent. Yeah. So by the time I got home and everything, had breakfast, yes, see now it's starting to get darker earlier and earlier. Um, I said, I don't know whether I'll be in New York next year this time. You know, um, yeah, things are changing very rapidly here, and that's all I say with that. But I said to myself, I said, I have my body cam. Remember a couple of years ago, I used to walk around with my body cam. Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah, I bought the body cam because I got uh, several incidences happened to me in the street, and with people lying on other people, they can say that you. Or this. So I say, get your body cam, bring your evidence with you. So that's what I did. So I said, hey, I can bring my body cam with me to record my going to the park. Yeah, yeah, I wasn't planning. Yeah, and I didn't. I didn't go to the parade. Yeah, New York City, in the village, Greenwich Village on Sixth Avenue. Every Halloween, we have the Halloween parade. Yeah, it's been out there, man. I first came upon my first Halloween parade in the East Village, Greenwich Village. I said, not East Village, the Greenwich Village, which is on the west side. Yeah, that was mm, either 87 or 86. By accident, I came upon that. I used to roller skate with these people in Central Park, and it was such a nice experience at the time. Yeah, that I was the only girl in the group, with this crew of people. It was a handful of guys, and yeah, they were protective over me, and it was a lot of fun. They held my hand as we roller skated all the way down. I think we were on Sixth Avenue. Yeah, we was heading downtown, and the parade was there. Yeah, oh, I had so much fun. Yeah, I had my own place by this time. Um, it was beautiful, beautiful experience that I had. Yes, good morning, viewer. Good morning, good morning. This is just general chit chat. I'm not talking about Halloween, which was yesterday. Yeah, welcome, welcome. So, yeah, I remember back then. Oh, that's going way back over 30 plus years ago. And but back then, 87 or 86, um, I we never heard anything on the news about it. The parade. It was very creative. It was small. It was relatively small. Um, it wasn't a big crowd of people, but the costumes were very, very creative. Oh yeah, these people made their costumes and they walked uptown, further up, for the parade. So it started around. I was on like West Fourth Street on Sixth Avenue. You had the big, people there standing and watching. But it didn't have, just a few people, of watchers. And you just look at the participants of the parade, and that was it. It was interesting. But now, honey, now, wow, um, it oh wow. So it's a big gap now in time. And now I went there. Uh, oh, what year was it? 2015. It's 2023 now. So this was 8 years ago. Time flew, honey. Yeah, I went there in 2015. Yeah, because I had this neighborhood friend, and I had my new phone, my new smartphone. I still have it. Oh, actually, yeah, it had broke or something. It was under warranty, my insurance, and they replaced it maybe 2 years ago. So it was an old new phone, same model and everything. But either way, yeah, I took pictures of it. And I don't think it was a live stream I did, but I record. I remember, I record. And it's up there too. So those of you who want to see the video, um, it's up there. Just maybe type in on my channel Halloween 2015 or something like that. And it was exciting. It had a lot of people, man. It might have been 10 people thick, like when you're watching the viewers, 10 people deep, 10 people ahead of, front of you. Yeah, it is a major affair now. Major affair. It's come a long way. And you have people who are die-hard Halloween fans. They want to get in the costume and all that. And so I saw it back then. And yeah, this 8 years ago. I can't believe it went that fast. Yes, good morning, viewer. Welcome. Yeah, Halloween back then, 8 years. Oh, it was amazing floats and costumes and all that. I didn't go to this year's. I didn't want to go. I could have walked it down there. Um, yeah, it was to start at least broadcast by 8 o'clock. Yeah, and when I went there 8 years ago, I think I left at 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. I got there, I left, I think, at 7 p.m. I took the subway, and yeah, I got a good spot. And then all of a sudden, all these people behind me, yeah, it was a lot of people. And then it started to get a little cold, too. Yeah, yeah, it started, and yesterday was cold. It was in the 40s, 40 or 50 degrees. It was chilly. And yeah, so these fabulous costumes and everything. So those of you who want to see the video I did on Halloween, yeah, it's on my channel. You know, it was fantastic. So I don't know whether I'm going to be continue residing here in New York City. You know, um, things are getting hectic. And I get very reminiscent. I'm a very sensitive person at heart, very sentimental. And I decided with my little girl, yeah, I was going to go by myself. And then I said, if this is going to be my last Halloween in New York City, um, take one of my dogs. I at first was going to bring my boy because he is a walker. He loves to walk. But I said, something, Lily girl, yeah. Let me take Lily. Lily's my girl. Lily's my first dog. My first of the bunch that I have. I have three dogs. Lily is a Havanese lavender. It's my little boy. He's the youngest. And then my dear Lilac, my little couch potato, my little baked potato. Yeah, she's not into walking. But I did buy a new leash, training leash. I got desperate again. Yeah, my girls don't want to walk. Yes, my girls are older than my little boy. They're 3 years older than my boy. Um, but I think they're more, it's not that they can't walk. They want to be baby, and I was, catering to them. I said, they really need exercise. If they were gaining weight, well, we were gaining weight. Yeah, one of them had a knee surgery 3 years ago. So I want to keep her weight at a healthy weight, so not too much pressures on her knee. And the other one had back surgery. Both were fluke out, my girl Lily, the Havanese, she was doing zoomies in the apartment and tore her ligament. And my little girl Lilac, the Shih Tzu, Um, everything seemed fine. I was she was fine that day and acting like herself, and we just wanted to go around the block where I live, across the street from where I live, and I picked her up. I carried her half, most of the time. Yeah, and I was talking to someone. I noticed she was acting different, like she seemed stiff. acting weird. I know her. Sometimes, if the behavior is so minute, if you don't know them, you think everything's normal, but I know her. Yeah, she was in pain, her spine. So in short, she needed emergency surgery during the midst of COVID. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that word. Yeah, this was late June. She was away in the hospital for 2.5 days, 3 days, and I was new with the Ramble, and someone had donated their new uh, stroller. It was an old fashioned baby stroller of back in the day, the classic, but it was designed for dogs. And oh, what a blessing! Yeah, I had used initially the shopping cart. They seemed to like that. They could just sit, breast to breast, shoulder to shoulder, I like to say, shoulder to shoulder, and they would look straight ahead, and they loved it. They loved going out and seeing things. They had a lot of air. They loved it. But she said, I got something better for you. And she donated her stroller. And I had it for a couple of days. I went to the park, the Ramble out there with it. It was the day after the day after I brought her home from the hospital. And she was suffering from anxiety, my dog. So I wanted her to feel at peace. So I brought her to um, the Ramble. All of us, all my dogs were in the stroller. I took down, I placed down on the ground the two healthy dogs, Lily and Lavender. I just kept Lilac in the stroller. And that's when, I came upon this beautiful, beautiful stream. It was so beautiful. And, so I named that stream, and I find that it's not a natural stream. It's a pipe that, it's an artificial creek. And they have pipes, and they have the water come up and go downward. I just found that out a week ago. One of the uh, people, the groundskeepers told me that just last week. I said, oh, wow, I didn't know that. So yeah, it's a happy spot for me. Also a little drama. Yeah, so when I was taking my dogs, two of the dogs, and putting them down on the ground, from the stroller, the baby um, stroller, uh, a giant dog, when I stood up, a giant dog, its mouth was right by my little girl's head. I call her my little peanut. Yeah, she got a little tiny little head. And I said, giant dog. I said, whose dog is this? Whose dog is this? And it's some lady. See, dogs in this part of the park, it's called the Ramble. And they're not supposed to have dogs off leash. Well, she has her big dog off leash. Now, um, this is what's done a lot. And this is what caused that big incident that happened May of 2020. You had a black man who is a natural, into nature, birds in particular, and he told a woman who had a dog off leash to put the dog on leash. And words were exchanged, and he took out his cell phone and he recorded what happened. She lied on him, even with the camera on her. She was that cocky. And she said, well, I just called the police and said that a black man is doing X, Y, and Z to me and my dog. And lied on her. And called. He says, go right ahead. I don't care what you do. Put your leash on your dog. She lied on him. And the rest is history. The following day, I got wind of the story. It was big in the media, on social media, and I got a wind of the story on YouTube. And that was the beginning of my going to what's called the Ramble in Central Park. I've been going to Central Park for 40, on and off for 43 years. But the past, oh wow, 10 years I've been going regularly. Yeah, I usually go by myself. For the last 4 years, I was bringing my dogs, but heavily bringing my dogs past 3 years. Um, but that's how it really started. It's really interesting what happened to life. Um, Before that incident that happened in May of 2020, I had, yeah, during the pandemic, I had ventured into such, because I had like Central Park, and I just wanted to, unwind because we had the lockdown in New York City. Um, I think I went by myself. Yeah, I think I went by myself that day. Um, and I went towards 72nd Street, and I saw this beautiful, beautiful I call it a canopy. Beautiful. I said, this is beautiful. And then I remember I went home and I think I talked about it or something. Something happened that day. Yeah, family member got sick. Yeah, yeah. So it's kind of bittersweet. I see a beautiful area in Central Park, near the Ramble, but that was the start. And I remember when I got home, I was going over the internet, on YouTube, and that's when I got the story. Oh no, I'm sorry. My family member got sick in April, but I was already kind of venturing upward towards the Ramble. But it was very magical, I thought. And then the incident that happened in May of 2020 happened, and I wanted to know where this area was. And I don't remember how I found it, um, but I found it. And I did some videos then. I had a camera, I think. I had something with me, or maybe it was my cell phone. And I took some video, yeah. So you could see my earlier work on the Ramble. Yeah, I was doing a live stream, I think. And then I slowly started venturing out into the Ramble. And that was the beginning of it all. May and June. I think really June I really started going there. Yeah. But you can see my videos that I did. You type in the word Ramble, Ramble, and you can see my early journey at the Ramble, and you can see the video me at that little creek where my little girl, yeah, because the same type of person that lied on that poor black man. Yeah, and I bumped into him last week. Yes, I did. His name is Chris Cooper, or Christopher Cooper. Yeah, yeah, I met him. Yeah, I started bumping into him, I think 2021 or 2022. Yeah, 2021. And I saw him a handful of times. Yeah, I saw him for the first time by what I call Lavies Creek. Yeah, Lavies Creek is a part of the Gill, that they call it. I call it Lavies Creek after my little boy. And he was with, I think, two other people, and he was a couple of feet away from me. I looked up and I said, hey, excuse me, is your name Chris or Christopher? He said, yes. I said, oh my goodness. And I thanked him for his conduct, how he handled himself that other time, regarding that we call them Karens in New York. Karen. I said, because of you, I learned of the Ramble, and I come here because of you. And he said, thank you. He's very modest. He's very modest. He dresses very nicely, casual, outdoor casual clothes. Yeah, but last week they were doing a film. They were filming. Yeah, he has a like a TV program or something. Um, and yeah, so I bumped into him. I was so excited to see him. Yeah. So yeah, he likes coming to for the spring. He said, yeah. I said, wow, this haven't seen you in a long time. And he says something like, yeah, I don't really come out here in the fall. I'm not a fall person. Something he doesn't come there in the fall. Um, but he was there because the camera crew. Because what I continued walking after saying hello to him, greetings. Yeah, when I was exiting, the camera crew was there by the Oak Bridge, and so that's what that's why he was there. But yeah, I'm glad he's okay, and it's really interesting how people could have an experience. And I'm telling this to myself too. I need to really get this message. Life happens to all of us, but it's how you respond. Life happens to all of us, but it's how you respond. And this man, Christopher Cooper, decided for himself to use wisdom in his situation. He had his proof, his cameras. He had his cell phone, and he recorded her. And again, he didn't stay to find out what she was going to do. He just said, I just wanted you to put the leash on the door. Once she did it, because the dog was choking on the leash, and she was lying on him on camera, and she attaches the leash on the dog, and then he said, then he said, good, good, and then leaves. So he didn't wait for the police to come, and I think that's another wisdom that he did, wisdom behind it, because who would have known how the police were going to respond to him, even with proof, But he left. He was out of there. He just wanted her to put the leash on the dog, and he shared the content with his sister. Yeah, they're a savvy family. Savvy family. And she uploaded the video the video he took on her platform, and it went viral. Viral. Yes, it did. And he was interviewed. And wow, it was such an opportunity. Who would know I would bump into him? Yeah, I think it was the following year. Yeah, because he's out there springtime, and so yeah, I think it was the following year, uh, in 2021. It must have been. I could be wrong, but at least by 2021, because it's a new season, and he was there. It was wonderful, wonderful to see that. Um, what else? Um, yeah, so that's what got me going to the ramble, and I bring my dogs, and we learn a little bit more and more about the ramble. Um, yeah, that Karen uh, that happened with me. Yeah, what happened in my situation? Um, when the lady was up on the creek, again, she was in violation because she had a dog initially with her on, the creek. They said no dogs in the creek, in the water, but she had the dog in the water too. So initially, when I stood up after placing my other two dogs on the ground, uh, always to my dogs. And when I bent, straightened up, the mouth was right by my little girl's head. And I yelled out, whose dog is this? Who's this dog? Who does it belong to? And it was the lady at the creek. Oh, it's my dog. Oh, he's harmless. So she calls the dog over. And then the dog comes back. I said, please get your dog away from my dog. Because my dog had the surgery and they had to shave her back raw. And you could see all the stitches. It was very horrifying to look at. My dog was not doing well. I mean, I just needed her, I thought going to a natural park would help relax her. Um, and I don't want any dog mouth by my little girl's back. And so um, she gets all huffy. She says to me that because now they're walking away from the creek. He says, well, my dog is friendly, unlike some people. And storms off. See, so a lot of them are selfish people. Yeah, she was a Karen. And this was like, what was that? This was just about a month ago from that incident that involved uh, Chris and that other girl. Yeah, they both coincidentally have the same last name. The same, isn't that something? Cooper. Yeah, her name was Amy Cooper. And she gave an apology, and then, yeah, her job, because she's in a high position, a very visible position at at the company she works at. So they fired her because, damage control. You can't have a, a high profile person of your company give you a bad name because what she did was out of line. And so they fired her. And what happened? Oh, so she about a year later, she sued her company, the company she worked for, sued them. Yeah, she should have just ate her lunch because see what she did. She lied. She gave a false police report because even though Chris left the scene, the cops still came and interviewed her. So she gave a false statement to the police. But Chris was really a good sport about it. He says, I don't want her arrested. She already been through a lot because she lost her job. I think she should have been arrested because she could do it to somebody else. Yeah, Chris is a good sport. Yeah, I think it's a good lesson for me to really understand. Um, it's not what happens in life because life happens. It's what you do with what happens to you. And Chris stayed humble. He was interviewed by various major um, TV channels. And a year later, I learned that he was to get his own TV show. Yeah, The Birdman or something like that. Yeah, on I think National Geographic. They offered him a TV show, and they were to start in the following spring. So I think, let's see, the incident happened in 2020, and either the show was to start in 20 the because I bumped into him again, and he told me um, it was either 2021, the spring of 2021 or 2022. I forget. Yeah, I can just check on the internet to see when the show started. But yeah, they were filming last week, and I bumped into him. Yeah, I didn't see him all this year. Yeah, I didn't see him this spring, this past spring. I didn't. I did, but I saw him last year. Yeah, it was very. Yeah, I'm so happy for him. Um, yes, what happens to you. So it's good for me to remind myself that, yeah, in life you may have Karens out there. Oh yes, I've met these these people out there. These are people who feel entitled and they're willing to even lie on people so that they can have their own way. They're selfish people. And some people try to make you think that they're spiritual because they have pets, but they're anti-human. And I meet people at the Ramble or in Central Park, and they may say something like, "Oh, aren't dogs better than people? I like dogs better than people." Well, I'm a people. Hello, I'm a people. Yes, we may have people who are problematic, but I don't hate people. I mean, I like what some people do, but I'm about, I want to believe in humanity that somehow we can get ourselves together. I care about humanity. People to outright say how they hate people. Yeah, so they have these dogs, but they're not considerate over their own humankind. If you don't love yourself, people, you can't really truly love others. You need to love yourself and others. I'm not saying to go out and play handball with them, but to have compassion. Yes, keep your distance if you're in danger of anything, any individual. But I care about humanity, and yes, I'm overwhelmed with the things I see here in your city. And that's the next thing I want to talk about. Yeah, yesterday was Halloween, and I decided to, because I already went out earlier with the dogs. It was nice and sunny. uh, Coming home, but had my late breakfast, really good, brunch, and I said, let's go back outside. I was going to go out by myself, as I mentioned earlier. I said, this may be my last Halloween here in New York City. I love my city, but it's going down fast. The weather is cold now. It was in the 40s yesterday. Yeah, right now it's, oh wow, 42 degrees. Wow, yes, 42 degrees Fahrenheit and rainy. We have an epidemic of homeless people here. The homeless shelters here are full to capacity. With the migrants, I was told they have a maximum of 2 months to stay and then they're booted out. Why in the world would you bring people, jobless, homeless people into your town, not have enough housing for them to stay in? Because if you're sponsoring them, shouldn't you have a semi-permanent place for them until they can get their own place on their own? They didn't do that. You're putting the community at large in danger. You're putting the local population in danger. They are somehow recruiting all these young, early 20-year-old men. 10,000 migrants enter New York City every month. 10,000 on a strapped city. The pandemic harmed many of us. There were suicides. They didn't want to really let you know about the suicides, but there was a suicide in my building. Person jumped out the window. The other person jumped, it happened, it was happening. People were jumping out the window. That was last year, early last year. Just imagine now the situation is even worse because we didn't have the migrants to the same degree last year. Wait a minute. Oh no, it was early this year. Oh my God, maybe it was early this year, the suicide. People were jumping out the window. It could have been this year in January. Oh my goodness. So just imagine now, New Year's is around the corner, people. New Year's is around the corner. It is November 1st. You got 2 more months in this year. 2 more months. And it's cold now. It's 42 degrees Fahrenheit. That's just 10 degrees higher than freezing. You have a deluge of homeless people now. There are in some of the other boroughs camp cities, and it's frightening, absolutely frightening what's going on. Yeah, you have little kids and the mommies. Yeah, people just, I told you last week, I went to um, the neighborhood clinic to make an appointment and to find out that the appointment for dentistry is next year in May. May, over 6 months. Wait, could you believe that, people? Why do you think that's the case? Because you have all these new people. And again, I don't want to come across that, oh, I'm anti-human. Oh, you don't want people to get their dentistry done. That's not the point. It's not that I don't want someone to get help. I'm all about help. What I'm speaking out against is when the local population is in danger and it's done deliberately to destabilize my neighborhood of 20 plus years. It's going on 21 years, this neighborhood, this unit that I live in. I love the neighborhood. I'm spoiled by its amenities, but it's filled to capacity, and it's just going to burst. I feel. So what are you going to do? So it's not enough for the local population to get medical care, basic dentistry, and you know what else? To even get, let's say, a dog groomer, 7 months down the road, they're filled. Well, let me tell you what happened. Why you have to wait months to get your dog groomed at one point. Well, certain demographics in New York City was being beaten up or threatened to be beaten up, and to protect themselves. And also during the pandemic, people were locked in the house, and many people were getting dogs as a companion as well. And they have to get groomed. So it's a long waiting list just to get your dog groomed. Yeah, I usually groom my own dogs, but sometimes you get tired. I may do it myself again. They're a month overdue. Um, yeah, my little girl, she needs to get groomed again. I found a place that said you got about a week. They said come back like a week. And, you know, it's just a block. Yeah, they're expensive. $100 minimum. $100 they said about you have to pay for a full groom. They got to be out of the money. Yeah, and at some places, 150, $160 for a standard groom. And these are small dogs. Yeah, um, yeah. This is what's happening now. Everything's gone up tremendously, tremendously. About um, um, it doubled. So it's like 100. It went up. It was like 200%. So yeah, so what you pay for, like, let's say from 80, you pay double that amount, 160 plus dollars, American dollars. Um, so it's the neighborhood is changing. The needs of the people are changing. You know, people getting dogs because they're afraid to get beat up, and then the need for more groomers, and then housing is short. Um, what is this going to do to the local population? So I went out, I'm having these thoughts now that it may not be safe for me to stay here, and I'm concerned. Uh, and also during the holidays, someone tried to attack me. Well, two things happened. Someone tried to attack me in the ATM machine, and then the following year, the same week, Thanksgiving week. Yeah, Thanksgiving is the end of this month in November. Thanksgiving. Um, and then I get assaulted by a lady in the middle of the street at like 2:30 p.m. So it's not like I go out these weird hours. This is in broad daylight. This packed with people. It's a beautiful neighbor, beautiful day, beautiful area. I was feeling good about myself, and this happened. So just imagine now you get migrants. They don't speak your language. Um, they have their families, young families. They're coming in. The women are coming in pregnant. And I think what they do, and they have their cell phone. Don't you think that they're calling their friend, hey, girlfriend, you're about to have your baby? Well, come smuggle in, and you'll have your baby for free here, and you get free housing, free food, free medical care, free education, free. I think that is what's happening. The guys are coming. Someone is sponsoring their, to get the motorbike, so now they're doing food delivery. Some of them are drug addicts. I told you about the guy. He had all these massive tattoos on his face, and he had those weird the glaze on his skin on the face, and these weird eyes. Yeah, right at the migrant center, near where I live. So I'm supposed to be in good hands, huh? If this is negligence that our mayor has participated in, encouraging this migration situation, and now he's saying, "Oh, it's too much." Yeah, too late, dude. Too late. Too late. So now he's crying off our mayor. We have a female. We have a black mayor and a white female governor. Boy, I'm going to say it. You know your situation is bad when you have a female as a governor or something, and then you have a black person as a mayor of these major cities. They're using gender and race to topple the government. See, they know that if you say something because she's a woman or the person is a black person, you just call out the race card or the gender card and call them bias or bigoted. That's why it's done. That's why they do it. So I was feeling very reminiscent yesterday. It was beautiful out there. We had our breakfast, our late, lunch. I said, we're going out. I didn't want to take all of them, because they're tired. But I was going to go by myself. I said, this is a special moment in time, special for me to go back to the park and bring my camera. Yeah, I have my body cam. And I wanted to film the city. I wanted, if I'm going to be moving, I wanted to capture the beautiful, beautiful Central Park. The leaf, yeah, it's, I would say 25% of the 30% of the leaves are gone. Yeah, the leaves are dropping quickly now. Um, yeah, there's still a lot of leaves and different colors, but yeah, it's changing quite rapidly. Yeah, the leaves were falling off quite a bit this year, early in the season. Yeah, very early in the season, the leaves were dropping. And I caught pictures of that. Yeah, that even as in June, June was falling off like something. Um, so I wanted to capture this moment, this special moment in the park, such a park. I still wanted to capture the remainder of it's beautiful with the leaves. Um, so it was just me and Lily, Lily the Havanese. I said, I'll take you with me. Um, I had her new leash on her to encourage her to walk, and her sweater, and we went out. Yeah, I saw um, the people going trick or treat. Yeah, what's that? Yeah, you saw some people. Yeah, school was coming out, you know, and you saw adults with some costumes, you know. And I got to the park, my beautiful Central Park, and the Ramble in particular. Yes, I had my body cam on, and yeah, I wanted to do this for quite a while. I did it once before. I had my camera getting various parts of Central Park. Yeah, yeah, I could have done it a month earlier to really get the peak beauty of the autumn leaves, but it is what it is. So yeah, I went to the park, and so now I don't have the stroller with me. So now I'm able to go in those areas that have these big steps and everything. Yeah, I wanted to venture out in other areas of the Ramble that it's not easily accessible with the big stroller that I have. Yeah, I really want to get in there and really see the park. So yeah, that's what I did. And what else? Yeah, it's beautiful. I showed the cave again, a place called the Cave, and it's right by the archway. Yeah, it's right beside it on top, and it's a cove, Cove, cove over there, and yeah, they're going to open up the cave next year, they said. That's what the groundskeeper said. So, yeah, next year. Because I asked him, I said, hey, a couple of months ago, I said, hey, where is the thing called the cave or something? And he said, oh, this is just over, hey, we're going to open it up next year. Yeah, they closed it. Yeah, some weird things that happened there at a place called the cave. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could go on the internet and research Central Park and the cave. Yeah, it was in the newspapers back in the day, like maybe like 100 years ago. Yeah, there were news things on Central Park even back then. And someone was kidnapped and brought there at the cave. Yeah, things were happening in Central Park long before you have Black Americans there. Oh yeah, just saying. Yeah, I think what happens that you have um, spirits that or energies that like to hang out in various locations. It just like caters to certain energies, and when that happens with certain energies, it brings about a lot of strife and violence, and I think that's what's happened, in my opinion. In my opinion. So we were there like, oh, I think over an hour. Yeah, I took my time. Yeah, I went to my normal, my usual locations, but I didn't go there the same way. Like I usually have a set pattern where I go to what location. But this time I just kind of just winged it. I said, look, I don't have the stroller, so I could just go any location first, and just go to where I feel led to go. And that's what I did. So I carried my little girl Lily most of the time. She did do a little walk. Yeah, I did be mindful. Yeah, she was walking behind me, and she could be. Yeah, let me tell you, Lily tries to copy Lilac. She does like the same behavior. You put the leash, because she wants attention, you know. Yeah, but sometimes I feel might be something deeper. It's just something really deep, deep psychological. One thing you just want to be baby, but I want my little girl happy. Yeah, she's right by my feet now under the covers. Yeah, she's my little shadow. She's always by my side. She's a good girl, Lily. But I just want to make sure she's okay. I keep an eye out, you know. Yeah, I love you, Lily. Um, so what else happened? Oh yeah, so we do our walk, and I just picked a, at some point she just wanted mommy to pick her. I said, I'll pick you. Um, so I picked her up, and we went to, yeah, I named that section for after Lily, called Lily's Meadow. Yeah, so we went to Lily's Meadow. We walked around. Yeah, it was nice, and then it started getting dark. Yeah, it was after 5 o'clock. And I said, yeah, because they put on the street lights there, in the park lights. I thought, oh, we're gonna, have to go soon. It's gonna get dark here. Yeah. So I put all on camera. It was nice, nice and quiet. Um, yeah, and so when I exited the park, it was like 5:55 p.m. And the magic was there. Yeah, now a lot of people were out in the street, out there, because Halloween. Yeah, Halloween was out there, and the costumes. So I took this one particular street. There's an area in the city called what was that? Uh, how did I forget? Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen. Yeah, it's a real neat area in New York City. I love the area. Yeah, it's very busy. Um, very a lot of young crowd, like 20s, 30s, 40s age group. We have older people too, but that's like a big dominant group there. The 20s, 30s, 40s. Um, a lot of restaurants, and so I went there, and you saw a lot of kids. Yeah, um, yeah, you saw a lot of people from um, they call it Latin America, but it's this Spanish speaking groups. And they have their little kids, and they were in costume. This first time I saw this many, it was, yeah, they were going in, what I thought was odd about it was that they were like, if you live like in an apartment or something like that, you go to, trick or treating. It happened once here in this building. I think someone came, I think they tried it once in this building. But yeah, they don't do that. They go to the businesses primarily in town are the restaurants. New York City, they should call it restaurant world for it. Yeah, restaurants. We have restaurants up there, you know what, all over. That's like the largest industry restaurants. And they'll and bars. They had the kid go in a bar. Come on, come on, folks. Yeah, like the bar up front, they had some finger food or something like that. And I thought that was inappropriate. Don't bring your kid in a bar, people. Don't do that. And yeah, and these were like new people. Never seen these people before. New people in the neighborhood, and they just doing trick or treating. Where I'm not here to poop on someone's parade, but it's like I just don't understand what this happened. But at least the parent, an adult was with them. Um, and you had some adults in costume too. Yeah. Yeah, by this time, in Hell's Kitchen area, it was dark outside. Yeah, dark. It got real dark out here. Yeah. So yeah. So I thought when I first left my apartment yesterday to go to the park, it was like maybe 3:30 in the afternoon. And I thought it was going to get dark. Yeah, it's happened fast now. Sunset is happening quicker and quicker. Yeah, yeah, it went early. Sunset is earlier now, and so I thought well, like I would get back around 6 o'clock or something, to be daylight, and then I'd go back out with the dogs and be dark. But no, it was dark before I even reached home. It was pitch black. Yeah, it got dark real fast. It looked beautiful. Yeah, I said to myself, like before I left the house yesterday, um, with Lily and myself, I was thinking, oh, it probably looks so beautiful outside, when it's dark, the lights and everything. Um, you just hope say, hey, let me try something different. Yeah, it was beautiful. It looked beautiful outside. So that's what it did. Yeah, I got home around maybe 7 o'clock. Yeah, about 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. I got home, and I fed my dogs their dinner, and just really took it easy. Just took it easy out there. Yeah, I'm looking at the window now. Oh boy, the clouds are real thick, boy, thick and heavy. Yeah, I hope everybody, Halloween is, you know, things happen on Halloween. Oh, you know who I bumped into? Yeah, the Central. Yeah, he stays at what I call the canopy. I know there's another name for it, but I call it the canopy. So it's an Italian name, and it's like a structure, and the vines grow over it, and you can walk through it underneath it. And he's a Central Park barber. And I saw his paraphernalia, his chair and posters. I was wondering where he is. Because when I entered the park, his stuff was there. And then now, after a couple of hours, I was leaving and his stuff still there. I was hoping nothing happened to him. Well, about a block away, still inside the park, I bumped into him, and I was so happy to see him. So I got him on camera. I had my body camera on. He noticed my camera was looking at him. He didn't say anything, um, but I'm glad he's okay. And yeah, they watch over him. Yeah, he told me that he was invited to several parties, Halloween parties. Yeah, good for him. I'm happy for him. Yeah, there are not that many successful black men out there. Yeah, he's half Dominican and half American black. I mean, he's a dark skinned black fellow, but his heritage is not exactly like everybody, like the other blacks here. But he is a barber, this barbering, and he started off slowly. Yeah, he worked his way up. He shared me his story. Very nice man. Um, yeah, he has a website. I think it's centralparkbarber.com. And he did a, I saw him a week ago, or a week and a half ago, and they were doing, there was a TV chat, a TV chat, crew interviewing him. Well, to interview him. Yeah, they were setting up. Oh, it was so wonderful to see. Yeah, that was about a week and a half ago. And yeah, so it seems like, hey, two black men, one American and one half American, half Caribbean. And they're getting new attention from the powers that large. I wish these people safety. They seem like good men, okay, mature-minded, very mature-minded, dressed very nice, very clean, neat appearance. Um, I wonder. Hmm, I mean, let me see here. Oh, I see I'm on for now, almost an hour and a half. Wow. Maybe I'm gonna check something out. I'm gonna share screen. I'm gonna check his promote his channel. Let's see. Yeah, let me just see here. Let's see what I'm looking at. Let me put up another. Let's see if I can get this. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna watch. Sometimes I set up um some channels. So you saw there with David Icke. Oh, I didn't mean to put that one up, but I can share this one. Yeah, yeah, I can share you that one. One of my YouTubers I watch, Franchise Pearson. He's now featuring the story that I talked about maybe 2 or 3 days ago. About a teen punches people in the face. Yeah, I can show you that. So you know I'm not over exaggerating. See his house? That's him. Fancy house. That's a fancy house. Yeah, let me check here for the internet. You see, which yeah, Central Park Barber.com. Yeah, hope he's. Oh, we're having trouble finding that site. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll Google it. Let's see. Click out of that. Let me just go in the search. Central Park. I hope I spelled the Barber right. Oh, maybe it's Barbara. I did this right. My spelling. Okay. Central Park. I might have spelled it wrong. Bob. How do you spell Barbara? New York Central Park Barbara. Okay. Oh, okay. This is about him. Okay, BAR. Let's see. This story was done. Oh, he started. Let's see. Let's see about him. Let me put it. This is a story about him. Yeah, meet her. Oh, yeah, that's his name. Herman James, the Central Park Barber. Oh, let me put this. Sorry. Yeah, that's him. See a nice guy? Yeah, see, that's the canopy I call it. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's the canopy. That's where I walk every day. Oops. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's him. Oops. God, oh God, what happened? It was big. What happened? I'm not sure what's happening here. Let me refresh it. What's going on? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, okay, this is in the summer. Oh, Inside Edition. Yeah, see that's his logo. Yeah, he started. Oh, let me see here. Let me exit out. But this is him. This is a very nice man. Yeah, he does young and old. Oh, why he does a lady? Oh, why I did a lady? I never saw him do a lady before. Yeah, when I first bumped into him, I wanted him to do my hair if I when I come to that point. Yeah, yeah, this is him. Very nice man. Very nice man. Let's see here. Yeah, maybe because the screen is too big. Let me see. Let me make it shrink the size. It's not doing that. I don't know why it's okay. Okay. Oh, that was him. Okay, let me get out of that. Okay, I have some other show. Let me see here. Let me try. Let me try again. This is Central. C P N T R Central Park. Uh, maybe it's .org. O-R-G. Let me see that. Let's see. Yeah, this is him. It was .org. Oh, right. Yeah, this is Herman's channel, and yeah, so it's centralparkbarber.org. And let's see his services. Yeah, I'm really proud of him. I'm really proud of him. Yeah, very few uh, successful black men. I'm not saying you have to be a millionaire, but success. Yeah, licensed master barber Herman James is a tonsorial artist that is skilled in all hair textures. Yeah, um, you find with barbering that the men, whether they're white or black, they do straight and white, Caucasian and African texture here. Everything in between, especially from the Caribbean. But unfortunately, they don't want to do. I mean, uh, I used to be in the hair business too. Yeah, I did a lot of different jobs. Yeah, um, they don't want to do black women's hair. Yeah, white people in general, they don't want to do black people's hair. So, but back in the day, they didn't have a lot of institutions for black hair care. It was very few, and so the people that had some knowledge of black hair care came from the Caribbean, in particular the Spanish Caribbean. They do great work with black hair, black people hair. But for Americans, American blacks, you hardly see it. Okay, let's read what it says here. Licensed master barber Herman James is a tonsorial artist that is skilled in all hair textures and has serviced clients throughout all of New York. New York, Herman offers complimentary, yet they try to screw him over. There were people that tried to ruin his business. Complimentary haircuts to the public, donations accepted, not required, and proudly serves men, women, children, the LGBTQ community, and prioritizes those with special needs. He's developed a brand that prides itself on customer service, professionalism. Oh, that's true. I've seen that work. Yeah, very good guy. And cleanliness above all. Yes, yes. I say that. Yeah, that's him. He stays up to date with the latest hair trends, uses all state-of-the-art tools and equipment, specializes in detailed scissor work, precision fading, hot towels, straight razor shaves, and styling. Herman sees barbering for what it truly is, an art form that caters to people's appearance and trade skills that result in clients not only looking for their best but feeling their best as well. Yeah, that yeah, he has he's very sharp. Okay, this is copyright 2023. Uh yeah, he deserves this services. Let's see what else he does. Okay, I was gonna have something else. Okay, history. Yeah, okay. The Central Park barber services started in response to the pandemic of 2020, when the shutdown of all establishments occurred. Yeah, it was shut down tight in New York City on March 13th. Yes, and on the 16th, I was going to yeah, in March I was going to a health club, to lift weights. I thought I was going to go into bodybuilding to become maybe a I wanted to compete in a bodybuilding, for like ladies bikini. Yeah, I wanted to get into it. An acquaintance of mine, I used to work with this lady years ago, 20 something years ago, over 25 years ago. I worked with this lady, and we were both in the baking field. And many years later, I left that job and different careers, and I saw her work. Cause I like checked her out on Facebook to see if she was still around. I'm just curious. You know me, I reminisce a lot. I say, hey, I wonder how so and so's doing, because she started her own baking business. She after we both worked for a resort, and after our stay at the resort, we went back home. She's a white girl. She lived in Japan, and then I went to Hawaii. We briefly kept in contact, and then like 10 or so years later, I checked her, checked her name out there on social media and found her. And I think she won the competition. She acquired it in a year, less than a year. It could have been maybe 8 months. She went in intense training. This girl was as petite. She had a body like a little girl, an 8-year-old. She's a grown woman. We might be like 2 years apart. Yeah, and I think she won. Yeah, she showed, her competition. Oh, she was fantastic. She didn't look like a man. She still looked good. She was in like a bikini thing, bikini competition for weightlifting, bodybuilding. Yeah. So what was the point? Oh, yeah. So I had gone to inspired by that former coworker. I wanted to get into bodybuilding. So early March of 2020, I enrolled in a neighborhood um, studio, and the 16th was my last day. So here you see the 13th, but by the 16th, it shut down. Yeah, yeah, because they were still allowing some of the health, what do you call it? Health clubs open. But by the 16th, um, I emailed her, hey, what's going on? Yeah, because I was there that weekend. That weekend, that month, I think the 13th was on a Friday or something like that. Yeah, I was there like Friday and Saturday. Took Sunday off, and then that Monday, I heard news on the internet, and they said, so yeah, we shut down. We have to shut down. Yeah, so it was really interesting, putting things in perspective, people. Putting things in perspective. Yeah, this is history, and that's why I share it. Because down the road, we're going to wonder what were we doing during a certain time. So okay, here, March 13th, after 90 days of quarantine, yeah, that's 3 months. Herman James noticed people were in great need of a haircut. As a solution, Herman took the initiative and provided locals with the option to receive a professional haircut outside, which lowered and mitigated risks in comparison to being indoors. People, I understand the thought there, and what was believed about the virus. But you cannot, a virus is in the air, whether indoors or outdoors, you know. But it's heartfelt though. And it says Herman has no desire to charge anyone for his barbering services out of consideration for the many people who are financially, yes, impact. Yeah, people, you had to stay home. I had my dog, so I was forced, to continue going outside to walk my dogs. And I do share videos. I had a camera back then. Um, I had a cell phone service, and so I did live streams, I think. But yeah, the only thing he depended on was the trust and confidence he had in people to support. Yeah, etc., etc. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, this is what Yeah. So when I came by yesterday, all this was there, like the chair and the poster was up, but none of this was down there. But yeah, he was gone. He wasn't there. But when I leave this structure here, I call it the canopy. He appeared. He was right in front of me. He was just headed back. He was like a block away from here. And I'm so glad he was okay. So yeah, that's his story. Yeah, yeah, that's the canopy. Yeah, and very professional. Yeah, I was curious at first, to be honest. I go, what was happening here? But yeah, this is him. Yes, very professional. Very, very professional. Oh, look at that, how they did that. That was beautiful. Look at that. Oh, I see what they did. Okay, this is the canopy to the left of him. He has the client sitting down. Okay, so they moved just past the canopy, uh, and they got a candy shop. Yeah, they have it black and white. Oh, it's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, and so every day, the one in the center, every day I walk through here. So this is probably the fall, because you see that not as much leaves on. Yeah, look at that, beautiful, beautiful. I'm really proud of you. Oh, that's sweet. Look at that. I'm really proud of him. Yeah, he has oh, look at that. I don't know what area that is in Central Park. Oh, that's neat. Oh, Halloween. Yeah, he deserves it. Yeah, I bumped into him. Like, see, I get up early, so by the time I leave the park, it's before 10 a.m. He comes out at around 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. So I'm long gone, but I had to switch my hours a little bit. And that's when I met him. Yeah, I had my dogs with me. And he has a mascot now. Yeah, remember I was to leave last year. Remember that? Last year, around August. Yeah, I bumped into him in August of last year. And I got his card. Yes, he has his tools on the side. See that? Very professional. Yeah, but when he leaves, he takes all this equipment and the hooks out. Yeah, he's very thoughtful, very clean. Yeah, he's a very good man when I know him. Very good man. I'm really proud of him. There's not that many black men um, doing creative things. Yeah, Obadiah 88. Yeah, I'm very proud of him. Yeah. Oh wow. And yeah, he's yeah, this one here. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, he was doing this. Beautiful, beautiful. That's the home page. The subscription here. This would walk our mission, becoming a member, media, bio. Let's see the bio. Oh, how beautiful. How beautiful. Okay, wow, he's young. Oh my goodness. Okay, Herbie Hayes was born March 9. Oh wow, it's a what is that? Is that spring or the beginning of spring? Okay, 1988, and is a native New Yorker out of Brooklyn. He took an interest in farming due to a natural flair he had for cutting hair. Okay. After working rigorously at entry level, yeah, he talked to me about this. Herbie was determined to figure out how to gain more of his time while earning a decent living. It then registered to him that barbering is a very rewarding trade skill that would always be in high demand, and it provided, yeah, etc., etc. Yeah, he went to a barbering school, he completed his course, okay, he passed the bar exam, let's see, he received his master barber license, okay, yeah. Oh wow, I didn't know they had it. Herbert also has his COVID-19 barber science certification that provides here professionals with the proper knowledge to ensure public safety in connection to harmful viruses. Very good for him. I didn't even know they had that. Okay. Yeah, he said Herman has worked in at least one barber shop in every borough in the city. He told me that he did work in different locations, but he had to find his niche. Like, yeah, good guy. Let's see what else here. Okay, media. Let's see what's in media. Oh, decorating, organizing, and maintaining your space. So, oh, I'm so happy for this. See, has been acknowledged and recognized by multiple media broadcasting networks for his humanitarianism. Yeah. To name a few, Herman has been featured in New York Times newspaper, the I Love the Upper West Side blog, Times of Malta, CBS 2 News, BFM TV, HLN Cable News, etc. Wow. Yeah. But he has people protecting him too. Yeah. Because they did try to remove him from here. People were protesting to get rid of him. That's what he told me last year when I bumped into him. Um, yeah, I had changed my hours, and so I started seeing him there. And I was curious, I found some cutting hair out here. And then I had an opportunity to uh, talk to him. Yeah, I was a little hesitant because I didn't understand why, because I would pass him for several, 2 years already. And but yeah, and he explained his story. Yeah, yeah, very professional, very professional. And let's see what the see. Oh, you can book. Let's see what this is. Oh, complimentary haircut, 1 hour, gratefully accepted. Okay. Okay. Oh, I guess you're making a point. Okay. Okay. Very nice website. Wow. Okay. So that's how he does it now. Okay. I said, okay. I guess under the pandemic, people would just, I guess, walk because they didn't have the same type of publicity. But yeah, very nice. Yeah, so now you want to point, yeah, very nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, I feel um, very, let's see, I'm just very moved by his locations. Indoors, outdoor locations. Yeah, they did it Very nice. It's a cool, yeah, when I saw him last year, yeah, he got prophesied. Yeah, he had this. Yeah, he's not just making this up. I saw this. Guys together, very clean. Yeah, it'd be an honor for you to get my hair cut by him. Oh yeah, yeah. Address Central Park West, 72nd Street. Yeah, yeah. Drive lamp post 72. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, and where I go on 70. A little further up, I go. Yeah, that's the word. Pergola. I call it a canopy, but it's pergola. Yeah, it says views and aesthetics. Barbershop is in front of the lake with an amazing view of the iconic Bow Bridge. Yeah, that's in the distance. And then chair is positioned under a beautiful pergola, sun and drizzle protection with park benches located. Yeah, very accurate. Yeah, that's him right there. Oh, I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him. Yeah, Mahan area owned traveling barber services are provided to local residents and visitors, tourists via house calls. Oh, nice. Manhattan area only. Good for him. Good for him. Listen to that. Oh, okay, after that might be anything. No. Very nice. Yeah, that's the word. Pergola. Pergola. That's the name. Now, yeah, that's right. That's the name. Yeah, I'm really proud of him. And I'm glad that someone is doing well out here. Yeah, I'm very sensitive person, and oh my heart, just when I think about him, it's such an honor to meet with him. You know, yeah, he paid his lumps. See, so I have to tell myself this: don't give up, people. Don't give up. This man, Herman, didn't give up. Yeah, he worked at different places, and they were giving him a hard time. So it's his attitude. Attitude pushed him forward, and he said, I'm not going to give up. And the situation, the pandemic happened, and he took an initiative. And how they tried to pull him down from this little spot, this little humble spot, but yet they don't pull away all those people who are handling food. They got their kids there. They're using the same glove to handle the money. Their babies and children, all their hands are all messed up. And they're serving you food. And it's illegal to serve food without a license to serve food. And you have to have your certification that you took the, what do you call it, sanitation and all that stuff, how to handle foods. It's a whole thing. You have to take a class. And I took the class. Yeah, because I had briefly, yeah, I had my dentist license, and got the food license to serve the food. I did not have a professional kitchen. See, also, you need a professional kitchen to prepare the food, whether it be fruits or whatever. You have to have a professional kitchen that is recognized by the city and a license, and to let all these illegals handle your food, which could get you sick. And they're all over now where I live. These they have the shopping cart and ladies prepare the food. Now I'm not trying to poo-poo. I mean, my see, it's about justice. I'm about justice. This is a Black American fellow. Yes, he's half Dominican, but he's born here. He has a Black American father. He made the best of his situation here. Um, and this is a modest setup. And again, wasn't charging money. And this is right at with the beginning of the pandemic. in 2020. And they said, oh, he's doing business here. No, he wasn't getting paid. Yeah, it is true. You're not supposed to exchange money in the park. Because you have the people who are like bird watchers. You have like tour groups of people that, they have their clients, like a group of 20 people, and they go to the park to look at the birds, and they talk about what each bird is. And this one dude, grown man, I think it's 40s, 50s, and it was a white guy too. Not just, the reason why I say it like that, because it's not always about race. It's not always about race, but opportunity. And if someone is making money in the park, and if the city's not getting any of it, they don't like that, and people will report you. And so this one guy who is a nature thing person who has his group, to show the birds and everything, he had made a little mistake. He knew better. I mean, it was an accident, and there was an exchange. He had gone on. He was physically on the property of Central Park, but it was right near the sidewalk. It was some financial transaction that took place. Someone saw him and reported him. Oh, he was, and how I found out, because the area where I go with my dogs. Lily's Meadow. He had just come up from the hill near the what was that? The boathouse. They had just come up the hill from the boat uh, by the boathouse, and he was arguing. He was upset that the person that someone reported him, and there was some problem. And I got the end of it. The story, he was yelling and upset because he had his clients all there, handful of clients, and it was an awkward moment, and embarrassed him in front of his clients, and so that's what happened. So this man here, Herman, he does not charge um, anything, um, and he's trying to make the best what he has. He's modest, he's clean, and they were trying to pull him down from this spot here. Now you got people who hang out in different locations, whatever, right? But he took this spot. It's beautiful. He used wisdom. He selected the right spot because again, he's not from this location. He lives in another part of town. But so he did his homework, and I admire that he did his homework. Then he set up shop, and here he's doing the public a service, and they try to ruin him for a while. Yeah, we got all these people where I live that are illegal, that are making money. They're not. It's unlawful for them to do business without having a green card and stuff like that. But that's okay. But here an American, Black American fellow, taking initiative to do something out of his life. He has his degree, his certificates to do barbering. He's a master barber, you know. So I admire him, and I had the honor of talking to him last year for the first time, and yeah, I'm so glad he's still here because I didn't see him for almost a year, and yeah, it's because my schedule changed. So yeah, this is Herman Spot, and those who want to support this to utilize his services, this is his website, centralparkbarber.org, and well, let's see, tools and equipment. Yeah, yeah, he's clean, and he has everything set up nicely. The pergola. Yeah, he got style, he had got it all hooked up. And he removes everything. When he leaves, he takes the hooks, everything. It's spotless. Spotless. Yeah, he should. Tools and equipment. Yeah, he's a man of his trade. I learned in life, you treat the tools of your trade well. You'll find, if you find people who don't take care of their tools, how the hell are they going to give you a good service? You better, because your tools are an extension of you. And you need to have good equipment, clean, and all that. Yeah, so he says a craftsman is only as good as their tools. As a seasoned barber who understands how much clients value consistently good haircuts, Hermie uses all state-of-the-art tools and equipment to ensure quality results. Yeah, and this cordless tea outline how long 5-star cordless trimmer, Japanese shears, baby this electric shaver, iron, silicone styling comb. Yeah, I have a silicone comb. Yeah, it doesn't pull out the hairs. Denman brush. I have a Denman brush. Dovu straight razor, Dyson hair dryer. Good for you. Yeah, see, that's a man who takes pride in his tools. Very proud of him. Yeah. And in contrast, people, let me show you something. I hope I can get his face. Where's his face here? I want to show you something. I just want to show his face. Um, where'd he go? Let's see, video. So I did, okay, not that one. History. This one, not history. Maybe it's more, okay. Media. I just want to show his face again. Okay, see, that's the man that cares about. Okay, this is him here, and seeing everything. Yeah, because that's in the center. The man to the right. Let's see what else. Okay, well, I'll show the one on top of the peach color. Okay, to the far right, the man on the far right. Okay. Now this is a man that cares about his appearance. He utilizes what he has. So that he doesn't have a lot, on him, but he utilizes what he has. He has a beautiful outfit on. He presents himself well. Okay. But I want to contrast this gentleman, this native son of New York City, where I'm from. Well, I'm from Queens. He's from Brooklyn. In contrast of this clown here. Okay, let me click on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Franchot Pearson.
Oh, okay. I wanna, let's see. Okay, let's see if I get a zoom in on the person. Okay, this clown, they interviewed this clown. Let's see. Let's see this clown here. Okay, this effing clown. Now this guy needs a haircut. Hey, why don't you go to Herman and get you a nice haircut, looking like a fool? Okay. Foolish. His behavior is foolish and his haircut is foolish. Okay, I know I'm sounding a little strong here. But see, if you just look at Herman, this man to the far right, see that, and that's a man. That's a true man. He was born in 88. Look at this clown here. Oh, my aliens. He looks alien. Okay, this person is going to do acts of violence. I don't know how old. I think he's a teenager. Okay, Herman was born in 88, so okay, he's in his 30s. How old would he be? Yeah, he'll be in his 30s. What's that? Mid 30s. Okay, let me go back a little bit. this foolish adult male did a no-no. And it's fools like this that live in my neighborhood. And so when I see men like Herman here, when the dude on the far right, he's a breath of fresh air. Yeah, quality men is hard to come by. And I'm always reminded, you know, you got men like this that seem to flourish in foolery. So yeah, but Lily, you want to get down? Or you just get warm? Okay, yeah, my daughter's coming out of the covers. Yeah, I'm just very, the pain that I'm experiencing emotionally. We're in trouble, people, but there are some of us who are diamonds out there. Some are diamonds in the rough. This one is just rough on the rough. So you're going to hear what this fool did. Let me begin. This channel is that I'm on is Crenshaw Pearson. I watch him a lot. He's a Black YouTuber. He's in his 60s, very professional, a very good man, very, very good man. He's had his own businesses. He's in management. He trained people. He's in the restaurant industry as well. He said he had a cleaners business. I'm not sure if it was dry cleaning. I forget, but a cleaners business. I remember him saying. And he's a reporter too. He started out reporting as a teen. He knew about the New World Order back in 1979. So that's 44 years ago. So he's been writing for a long time, and he's also does music. But so this is his channel that I'm going to show you right now. His channel, and he also showcased. I should say show. I meant to say share the news about this person. 2 days ago, I heard about this case, and I did talk about it. So and I talked to you about that. Here he's playing a ghetto boy, but look, he lives in a beautiful house. Let me hope I got the big. Yeah, let me go back here. So they're going to talk about him. So let me just make it bigger and show you. Hope I got it right.
Listen to this.
That is hardly funny.
A 19-year-old runs up on 2 unsuspecting people and sucker punches them in the back of the head.
Yeah, this happened in Cyprus, and the video, of course, getting a lot of attention with hundreds of comments and reactions. Tonight, our Jason Miles found and talked to the young man behind the stunt.
Jason, what was his response tonight?
Well, he's regretful. Honestly, I didn't expect him to answer the door, much less come out and talk. But tonight he says he regrets the behavior so many are now condemning online. Not far from peaceful Ortham Park, where he's accused of randomly punching strangers. Do you regret it? Yes, I do. 19-year-old Alfred Lewis spoke with me about how he feels about it now.
You know, I just made a mistake, and everybody.
See, that's his home. That is his home. That's a beautiful look. They got little butterflies in the back. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. I just noticed it now. Look behind them to the left. What is that? Is that a weapon? The picture, what is that? What does that look like, people? You got butterflies to the right, garden. Does he look like a ghetto boy? Or wannabe, bored, lazy man? That's good. Again, he's a teenager.
Everybody makes mistakes.
This is the video in question.
I don't know or show it. Too much violence.
Shared with KHOU 11 via the Nextdoor app. In it, you can clearly see Lewis striking a man in the head from behind before he turns around in shock.
I know, like,
Boom. Now, I just want to show you some things. Just little things.
Let me back up a little bit. Oh, oops.
Let's go to the part number 6.
Let me just put on pause. Now, this man here, Franchot Pearson, the YouTube channel that we're looking at now, is featuring this violent boy. He talks about codes and clues, you know. He's probably going to mention about red and black. He might make something about her wearing green. And you're going to see now that certain things, you're going to see certain patterns and what people wear, the colors what people wear, and all that as clues to the, what do you call it, what's really ruling society, you know? So I just wanted to get his face. So you see what this clown is doing. Let me show you the clown's face. Let's get it again. Here it goes. Okay. Oops. Okay, this freaking clown. See, you have some people, they want to pretend, you know, they're on the street and they wear these, what do you call it, hip-hop clothes. Hip-hop culture is not your friend. Hip-hop culture is not your, yeah, that's a bang bang right behind him. Why would his family have that? Well, I guess Franchot Pearson might be talking about that. Yeah, this is, I didn't watch this video of his yet. I mean, but I saw that he was featuring the story about this teenager that I made mention of about 2 or 3 days ago. Okay, and yeah, so I'll probably watch it right after I do this live stream. But again, see, we have people wannabes, and they want you to think that they have been discriminated against. Some people are. I've been discriminated against. I've been what do you call it? What's that word when they follow you in a store? I've had that happen recently. You know, not when I was a teenager, not when I was his age, but it happens now. I'm 60 years old. I'll be 61 this year in December. And it's happening to me now as a grown woman with little doggies. And you know who I'm racially profiled by? By black dudes that look like this. Kids from the ghetto mentality. They racially profile me. Not white people. There was an incident that happened with a white lady going on 2 years ago. This month will make it exactly 2 years. That lady in the street I told you about, some young woman. And the cops said, her schizophrenia and her medication, blah, 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 blah. And then they brought her to Bellevue Hospital, a mental, known for mental, mentally crazy people. And then they released her back on the street. And now she was in my neighborhood. And she was asking me for money on 8th Avenue. Yeah, go figure. Yeah, she didn't know who I was. She didn't remember me. I thought she remembered me. She was just in a crazy state, and she attacked 2 other people, another black man, an elderly black man, and this light-skinned person. I'm not sure what his background was. But yeah, they got attacked first, and then she attacked me. And by the time the police came, the older gentleman that got attacked first came to the scene, and then they told me what happened to them. Yeah, because she was coming from south, heading north, and I was heading from north to south. So the guys came from behind me. The guys came from the south. Yeah, heading north. So yeah, so you see how some people that look like a nice house, and they're gonna wear their hair like a loser. Okay. What type of job? Who's gonna hire you with your hair like this? Who is going to hire you? But he should look up Herman and get a haircut, you know? But see, if you dress like a loser, you're going to get you can get losing results, you know? You're going to start thinking like a loser. So he's going to be 19 years old. If he wants to fight, he should join the military. Hello. Join the military, dude. Join the military. And we're going to see how long you survive in it. Yeah, they're going to shave your hair bald, right? But it might make him into a man. You know, this is violent behavior. Violent. What makes you do that? Are you, what? Why do you're on welfare or something? What's happening? He's well, you know, he has clean clothes on. Probably chooses to wear his hair like this to try to pretend he's from the street. But you see here, he's not from the street. He's from looks like a middle class neighborhood, but they want to go out with the I'm the loser and I'm being persecuted mentality, in my opinion. So he can make everybody that looks at him, I'm a deprived black child. I'm a deprived, deprived teen and no chance. I'm sure his family could rub up some money for college, pay for a trade, right? You see all those, the house look really nice, that they take care of their property. So what happened? How did they find him? Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'll listen to his Pearson's broadcast on this. How they, what questions about him? What would make a 19-year-old do this? Yeah, I was approached one time. Well, not me. I was on 42nd Street off 6th Avenue in New York City. And I was saying goodbye to this person, a man. And this man is in his 50s, and a guy looking like his age, and maybe a little older, it was two of them. And they walked up to him, inches from his face, to start trouble. And I looked at what the hell is going on? And they stared at each other's eyes, and then they walked away. Yeah, the person I was with stood his ground and eyeballed him right back. You fucking loser. Here you're a young teen or early 20s, this other person. I'm not saying he did this to this person I know, but someone like him, a loser like him, just at random. Here, we're all black people. A lot of white people around us walking, and these two black dudes approach this person, and I'm talking to them to start some melee. You're cowards. What's making you act this way? What is making you want to attack people, even your own kind? It's not white people, it's you. Maybe in the past, yes. Things happen, yes. In my day, some blacks were being attacked by whites in New York City. So that's why back then in the 1980s, we knew what neighborhoods to stay away from. But now with migration and all that, they moved out. That generation of people are out here in a hole like me. They're in their 60s, 50s, 60s. All the young guys, a lot of them are, I don't know where the hell they are. And we have a bunch of soy boys in that community. And then the black community here, you got the just freak. We're freaky hairdos, freaky lifestyle, freaky videos. You live in a beautiful home, but yet you're pretending that you live on the streets and you're a ghetto boy. You have nothing better to do but beat up middle-aged white men with their back turned. I'm ashamed of this behavior, people. I'm ashamed. Shame on you, fucking loser. I don't like losers. I consider this man a loser. A loser. They're so bored. Nothing to do. But oh, let me get my camera out and get you fool. You can at least advertise maybe a business, doing something. Just like Herman here. Let's show Herman again. My friend Herman. This man here in the top, in the far right. The man in the peach color, like a pinkish, pottery pink suit. He's a young black man who made something out of himself. He went into barbering, got his master's barbering, and the tools of his trade. Yeah, he has a Dominican mother and a Black American father. He was raised by his mother. He understands the cultures, the Black American culture. He is as a black man. He has tattoos on his neck of Africa. Yeah, but well dressed. He was done very tastefully. Yeah. And he made something out of himself. He has self-control. He respects his livelihood, his field, and he had challenges. Unlike this guy, okay, lives in a beautiful home. He didn't have it, Herman. I know he told me. I'm not sure if he had his father around, but he did something. Now this person here, this teenager with the twist or whatever on top of his head. Now this looks like a beautiful house in my opinion. They seem to care about their product, their property. But yet he's going to do, he has opportunity. Unlike a lot of people out there, there are some black people who really are poor. You're in a house, live in a house, and you're going to go around like a wannabe ghetto boy. Oh, to look at what you call street credits. So you get in street credit by punching someone behind their back. And a middle-aged man. Oh, you're so tough. You're so tough. Someone could go around. When it was a police officer, undercover police officer, and they shoot you. And then you go to, you use a race car. Let us wake up, people. Your property value, the property of your home, the value of your homes are going down. Yeah, they're targeting black neighborhoods in particular to put these migrants in there to suck all your resources dry. Then when your parents want to leave, or whoever who you live with wants to leave, because the taxes now, because now with the migrants, see, taxes, there's a thing called, I don't have children, but there's a thing called taxes for school, that school districts, that you have to pay special taxes for school system. And with the increase of these migrants coming in pregnant in these urban centers, there's going to be an increase in taxes, people. Taxes upon your family. You were able to afford it, but now all of a sudden there's a peak because now you're forced to accommodate the children of these illegals. Illegals. They should not have pregnant women coming into this country. Keep them across the border. Let them have their kids on the other side of the border. and they still want to come at something else. But see, once they're born here, they're 100% citizens, the children, and they can suck out all the benefits, and you don't have to give anything. But yeah, they take it from your home, your society. Again, I'm not anti-children. I'm anti-illegal immigration and social engineering by bringing these people in there, knowing ahead of time what you're using them for. They're being used as a weapon against the general population and against the Black community and all Americans, not just Black people, but all of America. But they always target Black neighborhoods first. And that's what I'm talking about. And so this teenage boy that you're looking at foolishly did an act of criminality against an innocent person who done them no harm. And this 19-year-old doesn't seem to get it, that the signs of the time is danger out there. It's absolute danger creeping closer and closer to your home. They are breaking, you have people who are breaking into these affluent white neighborhoods in America, the migrants, and they're robbing them. They're being robbed. I heard about it, it's happening in California. Yeah. Why are they doing these surges in crimes? And they say, because they probably, I can only speculate that they are they're to gather momentum in the US, and with increasing robberies in these affluent areas, then their insurance goes up. Their insurance will go up, and then they cannot even afford to live there anymore. These upper middle class neighborhoods in California that was being featured the other day. Yes. It is in my opinion, to destabilize even the rich here and to cause fighting, civil war type of thing in the United States of America. We got clowns like this fellow here, has nothing better to do. Rather than looking for a job, creating a job for himself, he's being a fool and to do acts of violence. Stop this. Stop this behavior, Black people. Yes, I'm a Black woman myself. I am a Black woman. I do not have children, thank God. I wouldn't want my children around these creatures like that, think like this person. And it's not, any race could do stupidness. Any race, and you do see them. Any race could be a fool. But this is a member of my community, what he's doing. Wake up, people. Wake up, your children. You are teaching your family, some of your children, to disrespect life. I told you the incident was 2 days ago. I shared this story on my live stream. A young Black kid, a preteen, comes to my stroller with my little doggies in it, and like growling and putting his hands like a lion or something, and directed it towards my babies. I'm old enough to be his grandmother. It's a lack of respect. These, I'm going to use the word savage. Our community is developed into savagery. Savagery. Oh, you don't like that word. Yes, some was very accurate about some of the behavior. It is the behavior. We didn't start out with violence here. Violence was done to us in America, in the Americas. But now we are victimizing ourselves, our own people. our own people. Because you're not guided. You're not guided by wisdom. Women is partly your fault too. You're not being wise who you sleep with. You're not being wise who you sleep with because you develop losers like this fellow here that goes around punching people in the back of the head. And then later on he says, oh, I hugged them after. Oh, I hugged them after. Oh, Vina, let someone's pistol whip you and say, oh, I'll hug you after. Isn't that stupid? It's stupid. Where do these people get this stupidity from? Stupidity. You need to wake up. And whether this kid was, whether it was a prank, what do you call it? Because see, the person that's featuring this video here, that's sharing it, Friendship Piercing, he studies clues, codes, colors, confirmation of time, and conclusion. His name is Friendship Piercing. And he studies these codes and things, and I wonder what the code is behind this person. I mean, I'm seeing behind this guy. What is that a picture of? To his right here, where my pointer is, my cursor is pointing at. What is that? We all know what that is. We all know what that is. This is freaky. This is freaky. Is this just social engineering to put media, false media out there? We'll find out. I'll find out later on. I didn't want to show all of his video. Yeah, it's a 21-minute video. But let me put on, yeah. So you can just watch this video here. Let me get the name here. Teen punches people in face and held, in face and head. The Monarch. Monarch is a butterfly. Okay. His name is Friendship Piercing. It was uploaded about 15 hours ago, as you see. Yeah, you can take a look at it. I'm going to take a look at the video. I didn't see the whole thing. But I was just wanted to show it because I talked about this boy. He acts like a boy, not a man. He's 19 years old. I talked about him in a video that I did about 2 or 3 days ago, so a couple of days ago, recently. And I wanted you to, you know, when I saw that Friendship Piercing was featuring him and had the picture of him, I said, oh, because I mentioned that he lived in a nice house. So look at his house. It's a beautiful house. It looks well maintained. You saw the garden in front. Okay. So yes, not everything is what you see is real. Not everything that we look at is real. Okay. And I have a feeling that Friendship Piercing noticed something in this video. I'm gonna watch it and find out what he has to say about this incident. Yeah, see, they want white people afraid of blacks. They want to increase black aggression against whites, even though you live in a fancy home, dude. See that? A lot of these kids, you think, oh, poor ghetto kid. No! Some of these people got money. But they want you to think they're poor. They think poor. Yeah, I'm very sad. I'm very, very sad. I love being an American. I love my city. But this, I sense something bad is going to happen. Yeah, New York City. Yeah, the holidays are coming up. It's November 1st, 2023. It's 10:40 a.m. Wow. Day's getting moving fast. Yeah, you have things that are happening here in New York City, and I feel it's just gonna pop. See, the holidays are coming. Yeah, the holidays are coming up, as I was about to say. And the desperation. People are desperate. People want to get money, get money to buy little things for their children now. Gifts and, for the season and the turkey, Thanksgiving. People want money for food. They get desperate and angry. and then they attack people. And you're having black people attacking other black people in these cities, in these big cities like New York City. And I feel trapped. And I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to feel that my own kind that I love want to harm me. Yeah. Two consecutive Thanksgivings, I was attacked or attempt attack. So I think this Thanksgiving, I gotta stay away. I mean, I have a lot of work to do in my home, but I want to play it safe. I don't want to. I mean, the subways are dangerous. I mean, it's like you're not safe on top, because remember what happened 2 years ago? I was walking and I got attacked in broad daylight. Everybody around. Cops came right away. Yeah, I got them right away. Took 4 cops to subdue the girl. But they didn't want to arrest her. They sent her to Bellevue and they knew she was going to be released. See how things go? You get a dumb black person like this guy, attack a white person, or all the BLM matters, all that stuff, right? And then when you as a black person get attacked, regardless of who, whether it be white, black, yellow, red that attack you, they don't care. And that's what happened to me. Mothers, you got to be more selective who you sleep with and who you have children with. Use your head. Use the right head. Be more selective and have a plan. You won't make mistakes, but at least you should supervise your children. Community, see, that's where community comes in, and the church. But we know that in the black community, the church is infiltrated with perverts. The black church is infiltrated with perverts. And they're doing things with your children, boys and girls. People take control. Take control of your family. Say no. We're going to work together as a team. We are family. Tell that to yourself every day. We are family. And live as a family. Work together. You need to work as a team. Focus on some things. Okay, we're going to do this to try to make honest money. We're going to make it work for you. Make it work for you. And if you need to move while you still can. If you need to move when you still have a chance, and start your life over. And you make sure you tell your children exactly what you expect out of them. Exactly. Back in the day, they would shame the children publicly if they do something socially out of line. They would be reprimanded publicly to shame them so they don't do it again. Sometimes you need to shame bad behavior, shame them publicly to shake them up or ship them out. Yeah. So let me get out of this screen. So yes, I just wanted to share. Wow, it's 2.5 hours now, over 2.5 hours. Yes, I feel it necessary to share these things. It's heavy on my heart. I'm concerned about my household here, my safety here during the holiday season. The cops 2 years ago, they were told to stand down. Stand down. You don't think they're being told to stand down now? They're letting all this illegal behavior, people selling food without a license, Yet they were harassing this poor Black American fellow with a license to do what he's doing and doing it with care and protection. Yet they were trying to sabotage this man here. Oh, okay, I already clicked out of the screen here. Sabotage his work. He did it voluntarily, was not getting paid. They will give donations. Yeah, have style is what you do. Teach your children to have some self-respect and some style. Stop watching those hip-hop videos. These are losers. These are losers and enemy of the Black community and all communities because they are social decay people. They lack humanity. They lack compassion and empathy. So they create a reprobate like that 19-year-old. Yeah, we still have a chance, people. If you can't save others, save yourself. And don't give up. That is the message here. That's all I need. That I say to myself too. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself, at least. You can't control others all the time, but control yourself. And if you need to leave, leave while you still have a chance, okay? So this is Spirit Journey, sharing with you about my journey here in this 3D world. And I wish you all, I hope you all are safe and sound from Halloween, which was yesterday. Yes. Take care of yourself and your loved ones, okay? Peace, love, joy, harmony, favor be upon us all. Until next time soon. Bye-bye.